Do you remember when Thanksgiving meant more than a meal? When it was the heartbeat of home and family? In the 1950s, Thanksgiving wasn't about rushing or shopping. It was about slowing down, gathering close, and savoring every moment from the smell of roasting turkey to the laughter echoing down the hall. This was the golden age of the American Thanksgiving, when the table was full, the house was warm, and gratitude filled the air. But before the feast came the magic, the clatter, the chatter from the heart of every 1950s home, the kitchen. If the memories we share at Nostalgia Unfiltered bring a little warmth to your heart, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who remembers those days, and subscribe for more glimpses into life in the 1950s. Do you remember the sounds of Thanksgiving? Long before guests arrived, the kitchen was alive with pots clanging and mixers humming, while the smell of sage and onions filled the air. Mothers in crisp aprons followed recipes from Betty Crocker's picture cookbook, checking timers on brand new electric ovens. Kids peeked around corners, hoping to sneak a taste of mashed potatoes or lick the beaters when no one was looking. Do you remember doing this? Licking the beaters was always shall we say, a stolen treat at our house. But the 1950s kitchen wasn't just where food was made, it was where memories were stirred, laughter simmered, and the warmth of home seemed to rise with the steam. And once the dishes were prepared and the turkey was golden, attention turned to the next great tradition, setting the perfect table. Thanksgiving dinner in the 50s wasn't complete without a set of plates to impress our guests. Out came the polished silver, the good china and embroidered napkins that only saw daylight once a year. The kids' job? Folding napkins or nibbling olives off the relish tray when no one was watching. The table itself was a picture of pride and love. It was the centerpiece gleaming under soft lights, candles flickering against glassware, and that unmistakable feeling of belonging. Just waiting for everyone to take their place at the table. Did your family set the table the night before? Or after all the food was prepared? And when the clock struck dinner time, the heart of the home grew still, just for a moment, as the feast began. The turkey took center stage, roasted to perfection and carved with care. But it was everything around it that made the meal unforgettable. Creamy casseroles topped with crispy onions, sweet potatoes crowned with marshmallows, fluffy dinner rolls and cranberry sauce still showing the shape of the can. The 1950s Thanksgiving table was a colorful mosaic of comfort and tradition. And dessert? Pumpkin pie, mince pie, or maybe that new favorite. Pumpkin chiffon pie, light as air and just as sweet as the smiles around the table. But the feast wasn't over when the plates were cleared, it simply moved to the living room. After dinner, the house grew quiet, filled with a sense of contentment. The men tuned into the football game or stretched out in armchairs while the women sipped coffee and shared recipes for next year. Kids sprawled on the rug, watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade rerun or flipping through comic books outside. The early evening chill rolled in, and somewhere in the distance, a neighbor's radio played Perry Como singing Home for the Holidays. It was the sound of peace, the calm after the laughter, the comfort after the feast. For families in the 1950s, Thanksgiving was never just about food. It was about gratitude, for the roof over our heads, for peace after a time of war, for the chance to build a life together. They gave thanks for full plates and fuller hearts, for the laughter of children and the warmth of home. Looking back, it's easy to see why those memories still glow so brightly because they remind us of what really matters. It wasn't the size of the turkey, it was the love we all shared. As the candles flickered low and the last slice of pie was gone, families of the 1950s carried something with them, a quiet joy that came from simply being together. Maybe that's the part of Thanksgiving worth bringing back today. The togetherness, the gratitude, the grace, and calm. What are we thankful for here at Nostalgia Unfiltered? It's you, our wonderful subscribers and our visitors. Now it's your time to tell us about your most treasured Thanksgiving memory. Was it the togetherness and the laughter? Was it the feast, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, or maybe something else? Please share your cherished memories below so we can all revisit a 1950s Thanksgiving together. Because memories are worth remembering. From my family to yours, happy Thanksgiving.